Insta-heat. Insta-heat's actually not that bad of a brand name. Surprised it wasn't already taken for, like, the real world. Gosh, I love this game. Alright. Good old Bigsy's already ahead of us. Oh, hello.
New and improved model. They'll be selling these like hotcakes.
Yeah, for sure.
Someone ought to take him home. He's loaded.
$82.50. So your average instant hot water heater today, and I know this because I work at a hardware store, goes for like upwards of $300.
Walking out on his wife like that?
So if we equate, you know, $83 to roughly $300 in today's inflation, $50 is a lot of fucking money.
LAPD detectives, ma'am. We need to speak to someone in charge.
I see. Well, duty manager for today is Mr. Rasick. You should find him in his office.
Is he a Rasick bitch? I'm not funny.
What the hell? That broad has socks in her brassiere.
Socks in her brassiere. Okay, well, Mr. Rasick isn't in here.
This guy must have escaped from the loony bin.
Is he out here? I don't know where he is.
A skeleton goes into a bar and orders a...
I bet you this is him.
Detective Phelps and Biggs, arson. We're investigating a couple of house fires. What can you tell us about this?
Pressure regulator from a Model 70, yeah. Let me take a look.
Damn, you can get that just from fucking glancing at it? This guy's a pro at his job.
We have a problem. This has been tampered with.
What?
You see this diaphragm? It forms a seal across the saddle here. Gas flows across from here to here. The diaphragm regulates flow. It's been reversed. It's a subtle change, but it means the gas never closes off properly.
Ooh.
So you're telling me that this is not a manufacturing fault or service repair?
I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with the design.
You don't think so?
You're telling me that you've never had any problems with this heater?
Look, we've changed the design since the Model 70.
These things are still being installed?
It's the demand. None of us could keep up with the amount of housing going up. At the budget end, we're still using some of the old stock. We are installing 100 heaters a week. They're not all faulty.
They're not all safe either.
Ooh. That's a big problem, though. Like, wow.
Are these diaphragms prone to failure?
They tend to go after a while. The rubber lasts quite a few years and then it perishes.
So the guys' names that I've been seeing doing the repairs on the heaters, they're fully licensed and accredited.
Sure, of course they are.
No, they aren't.
I think you're lying, Rasick. I think some of your men aren't fully licensed. You're desperate to cover your sales.
And how are you going to prove that, Detective? Name me one of my guys who would have overlooked a fault like this.
What about Reginald Varley?
You know about Varley. He's on the run for a divorce interstate. It's not so bad.
You in the habit of hiring criminals, Rasick?
I need guys, Detective. This boom is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Got a point.
I want you to get me a copy of the list of your installers.
Okay, I'll get it for you. There, around a dozen of them. Housing business is going crazy at the moment.
This is a long shot. We are not going to roust that whole list.
I want to run it by R&I, cross-reference for arsonists. See if any of these guys have any previous. Sir, I need to use your phone.
Go right ahead.
Where's your phone? Over here in the corner for some reason. So you mean to tell me every time you answer the phone, you have to get
Operator,
up and walk
give me
over
R&I.
here?
Putting you
Put
through
your
now.
desk over here.
Phelps, 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need to know if any of the following names have a previous criminal history.
Okay, Detective, run the names.
Acevedo Ernesto, Clemens Walter, Elgram John, Gable Leroy, Kelligrew Peter, Cutner Robert, Limehouse Albert, Manning Franklin, Neves Raymond, O'Brien Thomas, Ryan Matthew, Spurgeon William, Varley Reginald, Zurich Stephen.
Bullshit, she got all that.
Clemens Walter, previous conviction for arson and malicious damage. Burned down a house in Westwood in 1942. 4-year jail term.
Thanks.
Damn.
Ryan Matthew, charged for contempt of court, attempted murder, plea bargain down to assault charge.
Anyone else?
There is a Reginald Varley wanted for murder by Detroit Police Department.
Thanks. You've been a big help, young lady.
Oof. Why was that so creepy with him saying young lady?
Your employment roster is quite the rogues gallery, Mr. Rasick. Desperate times indeed. Do you have an address for Clemens?
He's working on an apartment building on Catalina and 3rd.
What about Ryan?
Currently working at a housing development on Normandy and 1st Street.
Varley, where is he?
Beverly and Mariposa, currently working on a new housing development. Hey, Varley's a good guy. You can't harass all my people.
These guys have lockers.
Yes, they do, but my men have a right to some privacy. Don't you need a warrant or something?
Show him and keep quiet.
I'm glad that works every time and they don't sit there and harass you about needing a warrant. Like, every single time they're just
Here.
like, do it. And I'm
Happy
like,
now?
okay.
Stick around, Mr. Rasick.
Fucking open the... Thank you.
Clemens is a fellow traveler.
Oh, I ain't about to read all that. You know, you can pause the video if you want to. Oh. Oh my.
Some light reading on the merciless capitalist machine. Ryan wants the world to be a better place, don't we all?
Jeez. Hello. Reginald Varley. Oh ho 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 ho.
The company went through thousands of these in the war. Still got eaten alive. Varley has a problem with bugs.
No, we already know what these are used for, dumbass.
You know that a mosquito coil takes an hour to burn down, Rasick?
No, I didn't know that.
It's the favorite choice of ignition by arsonists. Gives them time to get away.
You're crazy. He probably lives near the canals in Venice. Mind if I leave you to it? I got work waiting.
Okay.
3 birds. Clemens, Ryan, Varley.
Let's go get Clemens. Why did the loading screen start? Okay. That was interesting. Let's go to Clemens.
I wouldn't feel safe in a tank with you driving.
7825, code 6.
Oh my gosh. Put me in this compromising situation. Well, I guess we aren't gonna have yet another conversation on the road, so we'll be back next time. Have fun, bye.